Konnichiwa minasan, Nihongo no gakusei desu. In this lesson, we will learn the English expression as many as or as few as and only in Japanese. Now let us recall how to count in Japanese. Counting in Japanese is quite different than in English. So, for example, watashi no uchi ni wa neko ga 3匹います. There are 3 cats in our house. In counting in Japanese, we use the concept of counters. There are also counters in English, but that is for another lesson. So here we use the counter hiki or biki, counter for small animals. So here, because cats are small animals, we use this counter. We have this kanji here, and it is pronounced as hiki or biki, depending on the numbers. So we use this counter for cats, dogs, snakes, and so on. Okay? Kasa o 2本買いました. I bought 2 umbrellas. Okay? So here, hon, the kanji for book, is used when we are counting long objects. So it is pronounced as hon or pon depending on the number. And this counter is used for pencil, umbrella, and movies, and also bottles. Okay? Alright, now we go to mo. So mo is translated as many as. Okay? As many as. So it is number and counter plus mo. Here are 2 examples. Watashi no haha wa neko ga 3匹も飼っています. My mother owns as many as 3 cats. So here, mo directly follows the number and counter 3匹. Okay? 3匹も. 昨日のパーティーには20人も来ました. 昨日のパーティーには20人も来ました. As many as 20 people came to the party yesterday. And shika. Shika means as few as or only, like only one. Okay? So again, it directly follows the number and counter. 私の日本語の本の一冊しか持っていません。私の日本語の本の一冊しか持っていません. I have only one Japanese book. Okay? So here, shika follows isatsu. So here, we have the counter for bound volumes. Satsu. この会社にはパソコンが2台しかありません。この会社にはパソコンが2台しかありません. There are only, or there are as few as 2 computers in this company. Only 2 computers. So here, we use the counter dai. Dai is used when counting equipments, and it is followed by shika. So as you can see, when we are using shika, the verbs are in the negative form. Okay? Take note of that. Now what happens when we remove shika? Okay? When we remove shika, the verbs become present form. Okay? Because shika is not anymore present in the sentence. So here we have Watashi no Nihongo no hon no issatsu motte imasu. I have one Japanese book. Okay? Simple sentence without shika. It is in the affirmative form. この会社にはパソコンが2台あります. So instead of arimasen, we use arimasu because again, shika is not present. There are 2 computers in this company. So what is the difference between these 2 expressions? So when we say as many as, we suggest that the number is surprisingly large. And of course, when we say as few as, it suggests that the number is surprisingly small. Okay? That's the basic difference. Okay, to review, mo is translated as many as and suggests that the numbers are surprisingly large. And when we use mo in a sentence, we use the verb in the affirmative tense. Okay? The verb in the affirmative tense. Watashi no haha wa sanbiki mo katteimasu. So here we have the verb katteimasu in the affirmative tense. For shika, shika is translated as few as or only. And the verb in the sentence is in the negative tense or negative form. Kono kaisha ni wa pasokon ga 2台しかありません. Kono kaisha ni wa pasokon ga 2台しかありません. Okay? So here we have arimasen, which is the negative tense of arimasu. Renshu shimashou. Let's practice. Now we're going to formulate sentences using shika or mo, depending on the picture given. So here we have five fish. So fish in Japanese is sakana. Sakana ga. And then we use the counter hiki. So go hiki, 5 small animals. Go hiki, mo, as many as. So we say there are many. Sakana ga go hiki mo imasu. So we use imasu because fish are living things. There are as many as 5 fish. Alright, let's try and formulate sentences using these examples. Alright, there are only 2 cats. There are only 2 cats. Neko ga 2匹. So hiki, counter for small animals. Shika imasen. Neko ga 2匹しかいません. There are only 2 cats. There are as many as 8 flowers. Okay? There are as many as 8 flowers. So we have hana ga 8本もあります. Hana ga 8本もあります. There are as many as 8 flowers. There are only 2 neckties. So we have necktie ga 2本しかありません. Necktie ga 2本しかありません. So we have the kanji hon for long objects. So necktie is a long object. Necktie ga 2本しかありません. There are as many as 7 Japanese books. Okay, so we have Nihongo no hon ga 7冊もあります. Nihongo no hon ga 7冊もあります. So here we have the counter satsu for bound volumes like books. Nihongo no hon ga 7冊もあります. There are as many as 7 Japanese books. There is only one radio. Okay? So we have radyo ga 1台. So we have the counter for equipment. 台. 1台しかありません. Radyo ga 1台がしかありません. So again, when we use shika, the verb is in the negative tense. There is only one sweater. So we have セーターが1枚しかありません. セーターが1枚しかありません. So we have the counter 枚 for flat objects like sweater. セーターが1枚しかありません. And ありません because we use しか. There are as many as 10 magazines. So we have 雑誌が10冊. So again, satsu for bound volumes. The counter for bound volumes. 10冊もあります. 雑誌が10冊もあります。There are as many as 10 magazines. There are as few as 3 pencils. So here we use しか。鉛筆が3本. Again, the counter for long objects. 3本しかありません。鉛筆が3本しかありません. There are as few as 3 pencils. There are as many as 5 oranges. Okay? So here we have みかんが5個. So we use the counter 個 for small items like oranges. So 5個もあります。みかんが5個もあります. There are as many as 5 oranges. And then last we have there are as many as 6 plates. So we have お皿が2枚. So here we use the counter 2枚 for flat objects. 2枚もあります。お皿が2枚もあります. There are as many as 6 plates. Okay? Alright, I want to thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you have learned something.